Alright guys, well you know the big news that Pokemon X and Y have officially been released. No more playing Pokemon on your DSi or your DS Lite. We're officially Pokemon has moved on to the next generation, and the next generation is the 3DS, and Generation 6 Pokemon X and Y is going to be played on your 3DS now. So we have a full 3DS version of Pokemon X and Y coming out. I know my video is like late, there's probably been like 500 others, but I did last night. I stayed up all night and I did a stream, and we all got together and we watched the the big announcement last night, which was pretty good. It had the nostalgia boner, just like the memory lane video that they did about all the previous games and all that stuff. But then they officially just dropped it on us that Pokemon X and Y is coming up. So throughout this video there'll probably be clips and pictures and shit that's gonna be on. I don't know when I'm gonna edit it in, but it's gonna be edited in, and I'm just gonna go ahead and do a run through of what I wanted to talk about with the game. The game really just it starts you off with it's just a trainer looking at himself in a mirror. It's awesome because, like, I don't know, first look at the new trainer, I guess, and the whole engine that they're using for it. Some people said the engine kind of reminiscence of Dragon Quest IX for the DS, which kind of similar, I guess, but it's totally new for Pokemon. Like throughout the video, you see like glimpse of like how you walk through the town and how or where you walk around and everything looks, how it all looks for throughout the game. Like there looks like to be hints of platforming, or if it's just auto platforming, I guess, because he's like jumping, swinging from a rope, and then there's one place that he's like jumping, and well, he's not jumping, but like the whole there's a spider web, like the whole floor is a spider web or a net, and he's just bouncing. So there's that too, and maybe that's a bug type gym leader, maybe. But main three topics are some of the Pokemon that they revealed. They didn't reveal 5 Pokemon, which 3 are the starter and 2 are the the title legendaries that they always have. So I'm probably just gonna go quickly over it since everyone's pretty much covered this already. We're just gonna go over the 3 starters. First one we'll go with Grasp, Chespin. Chespin, he's like Chessman, it sounds like Chester and Pine, so I don't know. Chester, like I need my Chinchino Chester, and there's like a Chinchillo, but that probably has nothing to do with it. It's got like a tail and some like spiky stuff like a hood or whatever, and he's got like long feet. So I'm not really sure what he dual typing. I'm not sure if he's gonna have dual typing, maybe, but he's looking like he's just grass, maybe. The way he is, because he kind of resembles Dua a little bit with the whole like ninja or samurai aspect with the sword and all that shit. Maybe that'll be like a theme for that thing later on. Probably, I doubt it if they want to be a little more original with it. But he could probably be like grass fighting, maybe. Maybe because we're not going to get firefighting. Maybe, I hope. Swear to God, we don't get firefighting. But he could be grass fighting. Another one could be just grass whatever. I'm really, for him, I'm not really sure. There's really nothing that gives it away that he's going to probably be dual typed like the other two. The other two, I can kind of see them being dual typed in various ways. So we'll move on to the next one. Chester, or not Chester. Well, I guess if I pick Chespin, you already know what the name I'm going to give him. It's going to be fucking Chester. So Chespin is the grass type starter that they introduced, and he looks interesting. His design's not bad. I like it. It kind of resembles Duat slash, their cute little things that they do with the little rodents, but, that's what they do with that. So, moving on to the next one is, Fennekin, which is the fire one, or Fennekin. Fennekin, I do like the Dutch name, which is, Finks, which is awesome, but, it is a fox. Essentially, it is a fox. If you see the tail, you see its face, and you see the shape of his body, it is a fox. And, not sure what they were going with on the name Fennekin. Kin, like, I don't know, Foxkin, I guess. But since it is a fire type and it is a fox, it kind of reminds in my head like Foxfire, just like, the magic that like Demon Foxes used. And, they used it for like pranks, or they used it for, just being mischievous. So it is a fire type. It's going to be the fire type starter. And there was just it showing it doing flamethrower, I guess. I don't want to say it was flamethrower, but it was a fire attack and move to a Munchlax, which, Munchlax has stick back, but, Fennekin is looking like it's pretty cool. I like it, because, I rarely ever go with the fire starter in any of the, previous games. I think the only one I did was Cyndaquil in, Gen 2, and that was, like, because, Typhlosion was such a beast, but, Fennekin is, looking to be pretty nice. So it is looking like I'm leaning towards more in the, Pokemon X and Y generation, maybe. a lot of people are suspecting that its dual type is going to be Fire Psychic. I'm thinking more maybe on the lines of Fire Dark, just because it is a fox and Foxfire, and usually foxes have always been known to be mischievous in Japan and stuff, so, you know, Dark always represents that kind of mischief aspect of, you know, the Pokemon world with, you know, was it Shrift? Well, Shifty wasn't really mischievous, but he was just kind of, you know, wasn't really, he was, played, I don't know, what was a dark Pokemon that played pranks? I can't remember its name was, but, you know, it's just reminiscent of that. You know, dark doesn't always mean bad, but, you know, it does mean mischievous in a way, so, you know, Fennekin kind of rubs off to me that it's going to be like its dual type. If it does have a dual type, I'm not going to say all these Pokemon have a dual type, but it is a possibility that Pokemon been more dual typed esque. But you know, it's going to be probably Dark Fire is my bet. My take is going to be Dark Fire. That's what I've been saying the whole time. But we're going to be moving on to the next one. Fennekin looking pretty nice. It's going to be, you know, the Fire Starter, which is a Fox, which is neat because I think the only last Fox type Pokemon that we had with Fire was Vulpix and Ninetales, and those both turned out pretty well. Ninetales was more based off the Ninetale Fox, which is, you know, oh, we're going Naruto, but, you know, that's been around in, like, Japan folklore for quite a while, but, you know, that was our first Foxes, I think, and then, you know, later on, I guess, if you want to call it Eevee, is Eevee a Fox? I don't know, no, probably not, maybe not, but, those were more Fox, Fennekin is going to be a Fox-type Pokemon, so, or a Fox-based Pokemon, so, cool. So, moving on to the third starter before this video becomes any longer than it needs to be, we're going to be moving on to everyone. I think since, like, on Twitter and on Facebook seems to be everyone's favorite, which is Froakie, which is the frog Pokemon. He's a water starter. His name is Froakie, and it's kind of like Froggy and Croak. So they took the word Froggy and they put Croak. They kind of mesh Croak into the middle of it, which makes sense because it is a frog type. So, you know, came up with Froakie, which it looks to be cool. Like its Dutch name is Froxy, which probably could have been, you know, the name of, you know, Fennekin, maybe, just at least. But his name is Froakie. He's the frog type water starter, so it's looking pretty cool because I think because our last frog-esque Pokemon was Seismitoad, which had the tadpole form, which was Typole, and Palpitoad, which were okay, except Seismitoad looked like he had herpes all over his body. But, you know, toads and warts and shit. So he's a Seismitoad. Now we have a frog. I'm just hoping, like, I know everyone's excited about him. I think he's probably gonna end up being like water ice type, maybe, just cause the way he looks with the white, and, you know, he's got like kind of like he has like a hoodie or like a scarf, like a fluff scarf around his neck or whatever, but we'll see how that goes. He's got the blue and white going, so usually like Pokemon that are blue and white tended to be you know, ice type, like Spheal and Wailorn and you know, all that, and or Celio, and then Glaceon and all that. But Latios doesn't count. He's a dragon psychic type, guys. But you know, he's looking to be my bet probably water ice, maybe just because the way he looks. I just hope like he does appeal to me a bit, and I might try to use him. Or like really, I like all these third gen starters. Like in Gen 5, like it took a while for me to like take a while to like was it Tepig, but then, you know, I kind of grew into it and started liking him a little more and more. But with all three of these starters, I'm actually liking them. They're all pretty good. There's really not a worst of the bunch. I think the worst, probably for me, surprising, probably opposite of everyone else, would probably be Chespin, just because he kind of doesn't look that original. He just kind of looks like a mix of stuff that we've seen before. Because, like, the first thing I saw Chespin is like, oh, grass type Dewott. But Froakie, I like the design that they're going more frog-esque and not like, you know, like, oh, Seismitoad originates from a tadpole. Well, you know, it makes sense, but tadpole looks stupid as shit. He does. Get my little fucking things on the side of his head. But Froakie, looking dope. The only thing I hope he doesn't turn into is a third evolution fat bullfrog. I just hope he doesn't turn into that, because and then he's got the I just that would kind of not want me to play it because it looked terrible. So Froakie, I'm thinking it's going to be water ice type or any other type. I have no idea what he could be. I don't think he can end up being water steel. Maybe I'm just guessing water ice, or at least I don't think another type, unless he's gonna end up like Seismitoad and Swampert and all that, and end up being you know, because they're kind of that swamp waterish Pokemon. So he's gonna probably end up being you know, water ground. But he doesn't look like the type that would be that. So I don't think he'd be water ground. I think maybe more along the lines of Water Ice, which is not bad, but it is a nice take, and that pretty much covers it for 3 stars. I've been talking about them for 10 minutes. So, we'll move on to the title legendaries real quick. We don't know their names. We just know X and Y. X is actually a freaking Majestic Antler, Majestic Mantler, which is Antler, that is dapper as fuck. Really, that's really what it is. If you look at him, he's got the freaking antlers. They're huge as shit, and he's like a field Pokemon, but he'll probably be still considered undiscovered. But he's like a field Pokemon. He's in the forest and all that stuff. So he's probably like, you know, like his origin, he controls like the ground, or like the land or whatever maybe, and then like the Y Pokemon later, who's a flying type, maybe controls the sky. I don't know, something like that, because you know they've been starting to do origins with the legendaries now, or like trying to fix it all into how people live in the real world and how it affects Pokemon. But you know, maybe he's controlling of the land area, or like the field is, I don't know, but he's looking really dope. I like the antlers because they're just huge, and if you look at them, they have like let's see if I can pull up a picture real quick. Boom. He has like all the colors like on him. He's got, well, not all the colors, but he's got red, yellow, and purple on them, and then like the middle one's like white. I couldn't tell. It's like a crystal color or something, but I'm not sure if that has anything to do with like maybe its ability or like a move or special, like, you know, new move that this thing just has. Maybe, you know how the Genesect has a Technoblast, and it's based off a disc. Whatever disc it is the type. So maybe they'll do something with that. As for types for him, he's kind of got that Dialga feel with the steel going on, even though he doesn't. Well, Dialga looked steel as hell, but he's kind of got like a little hints of steel. And I'm thinking maybe grass. Well, I don't think maybe grass, but possibly grass, just because he is like in the forest and he's a more field type Pokemon. But I'm not really sure how they're gonna go with it. They can go take with it anyways. My nose is just like driving me crazy. I woke up and it's just like stuffy nose. I hate it. But sorry. But you know, he's looking to be like a field type. He's gonna be well, not field type, but I'm not sure where they would go with abilities. But you know, you can see how he kind of reminisces the X with his antlers and his. Well, he looks like a shape of a Y in the picture, but you know, just imagine his legs spread out like that, like poised, and then you know, it's an X right there. So he's going to be the X title Pokemon, which is awesome. So no idea what his name is, but I'm just going to call him Majestic Mantler. So Majestic Mantler is the title X, X title legendary Pokemon. Now we'll move on to the Y legendary Pokemon, which is the flying thing that looks like a, I don't know, he was like a flying Zoroark, angry freaking, I don't know, he's just like a mix of everything. Of course he is shaped like a Y. It's obvious that he's shaped like a Y right there, but you know, like his tail doesn't really differentiate from his wings, so I'm not really sure if those are wings or his arms or whatever. But obvious, everyone's saying he's obviously gonna be a flying type because he is a flying type, or he is flying through the air. But I'm not gonna jump to that conclusion because there's been plenty of Pokemon that can fly and aren't flying types since Flygon and let's see who else we got that doesn't. It's a flying type, or not a flying type, but it's they can fly everywhere and they have wings and stuff. But there's been a few. I can only think of like Flygon and like maybe like a couple others I can't think of right now. But if I think about him later on, but whatever. But maybe he will be flying type, maybe not. But he kind of looks like a mix of Lugia, like Dark Lugia in a way. But I'm not gonna say that because you know he got the long wings and stuff, and he's got the hands at the the big claw hands at the end of it. Cause, you know, kind of like Lugia, he had the freaking man hands of stuff on the end of his wings. But you know, he's kind of looking like that, and you know, cool as shit. He's got like horns and, well, not like horns, but he's got like the, yeah, like MBZ said. I watched his video before to see make sure I don't hit him like same notes or whatever. But yeah, he had the Tracheon thing that's like going on, and he doesn't really have a beak. He's just like more of like a flying, like, I don't know what he is. He's just like, he's something. It's original, and it looks pretty awesome. But I'm probably gonna end up buying X just because, you know, just because of the Majestic Mantler, because that is just awesome. But you know, not to knock Y, I'm pretty sure a lot of you would like Y. But let's just go ahead and just move on, since I already talked about Y a little bit while I was talking about X. I know he's gonna be like flying type and maybe like Dark Dragon or Dark Flying or something like that. He'll be something, so he'll probably be in a counterpart typing to whatever X is, maybe, but we'll see. But one of the things we'll talk about, what they showed through the trailer, that's just not, you know, not just the starters and the legendaries. Like, they introduced rollerblades, I guess they're getting rid of running shoes, or you already have running shoes, but then you'll have a faster form of going around, which is called rollerblade, or rollerblades, because they show it, like, right here, the kid rollerblading through the freaking street. So, they're gonna be, so that's another mode of transportation aside from bikes, I guess, or maybe you get to pick between bikes and rollerblades, and they both have the same speed, and one's just a different animation than the other. I'm pretty sure they're not gonna get rid of bikes, since bikes been around for, like, forever, so, you know. But, you know, rollerblades, that's looking like it's going to be pretty cool. A lot of the environment I really like. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a whole new region, but I don't know, how big this area is, because we were talking about it on my stream, like, how far apart is this, like, new region from all the other places, or is it closer to Unova, like another part of, like, another side of Unova that hasn't really been explored, since it shows a lot of the 5th gen starters, and then it started showing some of the previous gen Pokemon, like, from, you know, the National Dex and stuff. But, you know, maybe it's like another, like, island opposite of, maybe, Unova, just like a newer one, because kind of like what they did with Johto to Kanto. They're both, you know, somewhat connected, but, you know, it's on another side that we haven't explored, so I'm trying to think maybe it's based off, you know, Unova, maybe. I'm not sure where they're going to go with it, but, you know, just a thought off of my head, but, unless it's just a completely new region. I'm not sure, another things, Rivals, they didn't have a show, but they did show the two characters, mainly the male character, but they show some glimpses of the female. She had like blonde hair and it was in a red coat. Another thing was the character was standing in front of a mirror, so like a mirror, like mirror over here, if I can figure out how to do this right. But showed him standing in front of the mirror. I don't know if they're going to offer accessories and stuff where you can like maybe mix and match some like outfit stuff for your character. Maybe you can edit him a little bit so he's not like just, you know, default sprite. Maybe you can make your own take, and when you do battles people on your 3DS, you know, it takes that sprite that you have, and like not totally customizable, like fully customizable sprites, but, you know, they can interchange like their outfits and look different. Because I think I saw a bit where he didn't have the goggles and then he had the goggles on. I'm not sure if that's just based on weather. I wonder if, or not weather, seasons. I don't know if they're gonna bring seasons back. Seasons was, I did like seasons a lot because you can explore some parts of the land on certain, you know, certain seasons. So, I think I've pretty much touched on that most of the stuff that's been going on in the Pokemon trailer. There'll be a link to the full trailer. I don't think I'm going to play the full trailer on this because this video is already going on long enough. There'll be a link to the Pokemon YouTube channel. The things there, you can get all that shit there and watch it yourself. But please leave comments and we'll start a discussion down below if we need to, so we can talk about more stuff. I know people are talking about one thing that was brought up was evolutions before the official announcement, so maybe we might get some new evolutions. Maybe maybe a fighting type Eevee. That's what I really want to go for, because, you know, fighting type Eevee would be pretty cool. But I'm not really sure how it would look. I don't hope it's not like a bulked up Eevee or Eevee form looking weird stuff. I don't know. But you know, I think Pokemon Twitter teased it a little bit that do you want any evolutions or anything like that, so maybe we'll get some more Eevee forms or something. But there's just a lot of stuff that's still going on that can go on into the Gen 6 or that can be announced. Oh, the biggest thing about the fucking game that I just totally forgot about. Worldwide release. No longer like Japan gets it first for like 3 months and then, oh, okay, yeah, the rest of the world can have it now, like what they did with Black and White 2. No, October 2013, worldwide release for Pokemon X and Y. Everyone gets it on the same day. Everyone's gonna be playing it, and it's gonna be awesome. So that's one thing that is awesome. So on October 2013, everyone gets Pokemon X and Y for their 3DS. Games are probably gonna be like $49.99, same price as all the other 3DS games. Another thing I don't know is if you're gonna be able to. I doubt it. It's, you know, fanboys' wet dream is, you know, maybe visiting like other towns. Like I'm pretty sure, like if it is like a branch off of Unova land or Unova region, maybe you can go back to Unova for a little bit, explore it a bit, or maybe you can go to other places. I'm not really sure how expansive or how much room they have to, because it's the whole new engine on the 3DS, and I'm not sure what all the 3DS's capabilities are and how much the cartridge can store. But you know, what they're gonna do with, you know, Wi-Fi and all this other stuff, maybe. I don't know if 3DS has like DLC shit, but there's just so much stuff. The only games I've really played on 3DS are Legend of Zelda and Mario Kart 7. I haven't really played much. I've been playing Pokemon Black and White 2 mainly on just my DS and on my 3DS. So I'm not really sure what the 3DS's full capabilities are. Maybe you guys are more, maybe you guys who have been playing with it, the 3DS more and playing more of the games, probably know way more than I do. But yeah, it's going on, guys. It's going down. Get hype, I guess. This is going to be a lot of fun watching or waiting for Pokemon X and Y and see what other future announcements are going to be coming out regarding the game. Probably later on during, like, you know, maybe February or something. They'll announce some other stuff or, you know, tease some silhouettes to us. But yeah, if you want to, you know, you want to look up any more information on this, I'm pretty sure there's plenty of other videos. You can go to Cerebi, you can go to Poke Beach. All those links to the sites will be below. I'm pretty sure every Pokemon site you know is talking about this. So that'll be it for me, guys. This long-ass video is going to finally be over, and I will catch you guys later. Cheers.